The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab, Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys ain't cutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome. Goddamn. Welcome, man. How y'all doing today?
How y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful Monday evening?
And again, we do welcome you to another episode of Cutting Up with your boys. And well, you know I'm D-Man. Y'all already know what it is.
Yeah, y'all already know Elroy in the place to be, ready for blast off.
And in the back on the 1 and 2, you know we got that boy C Murder
on the 1s and 2s.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, always like, share, and subscribe, and also comment any of all of your reactions to all the subjects that we have.
Cutting up.
And cut the notifications on so y'all know when we ready to cut up.
Yeah, cut up with us. Let us know what it is. Like, what's on your mind for this up and coming season? What are you looking for? Like, who do you expect to do anything in college or NFL?
And claim your team, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
every year,
claim
man.
Fine.
Claim your team right now. I don't want nobody coming in the middle of the season jumping on this boy bandwagon, talking about fly, rats fly. I don't want all that. And then when I win the AFC South, don't be jumping all on my sack. So claim your team, man. Let us know what you got going on.
Hold your peace.
And that means, oh, my boy. So, my boy, where you want to go start out with that thing, man?
Let's go on to that round ball.
Okay, we started off with that boy over there with y'all, little bitty Luka now. We going to call him Little Luka. You know, we used to have Little Luther and Big Luka.
Anorexic Luka.
You know what I'm saying? We going to call him Little Luther. You know what I'm saying? Little Luka. So, Little Luka done locked up over there in the Lakers for $375 million extension, which includes a player option in 2028-29 season. Does that make you a contender for the next, what's that, 3 to 4 seasons, Micah?
No, what makes me a contender is if the supporting cast that is around him and LeBron is able to coexist with them. You know what I'm saying? And to be more honest, like, I think we will be a competitive team, a top 10 team in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like,
top 10?
Yeah.
You really?
Yeah, I was last year, bro. Until, everybody started falling apart. But okay. I'm just saying top 10. I ain't saying like number 3 or 4. You know
I'm just you may be right. You may be.
I'm talking about 5 or 6, something like that overall. I mean, look at all the injuries now. It ain't hard to tell.
Okay.
Now. All the companies in the West, and with the moves that we have made, like, we're in the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
So let's play a game right quick. Let's play a game.
Mm-hmm.
I want
what game we playing?
I'm going to tell you what the game is.
All
okay,
right.
We will play a game.
Because there's some games
you don't say nothing. I'm going to say teams. You speak when you hear a team that the Lakers are better than. I'm going to say a team, and then if you don't, I want you to say something when you see it.
Right.
Dallas Mavericks.
The same.
No, not the same. It got to be equal. It's got to be better or worse.
Better.
Okay, so don't say nothing. Don't say they got to be quiet. So Dallas, that's 1. OKC, 2. That's 2 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Houston. Still not talking.
I ain't moved though.
So still 3.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I only because I give him faith in LeBron and help with Luka. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you look at Marcus Smart and his experience. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say okay. So we had 3. So
OKC, you said.
OKC, Houston. I'm gonna say
because you know that I'm better than LA. You know I'm better than Denver.
I think you're better in LA in some way, but bro, if you can't lie, I'm not lying. If they get to shooting over what they got, if they get on,
Who?
If the Clippers, if they get on, they can be on now.
Yeah.
You know, they can be. I'm not saying they will.
I'm not knocking them, but I'm just going on. I'm going on past experience.
You going on resume. Yeah.
They nut up in the playoffs.
Resume.
Everybody busted up, hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how many times James Harden cut his beard off. It ain't happening.
No, he ain't cut his beard off. That future was fake, bro.
That was AI?
No, that's AI, bro. Because what it was they were saying that he would cut his beard off if they won a championship. And it was AI in the picture to simulate what he would look like.
Now, going back to what you were saying about the Lakers, right? Now, my thing is this. If is a big word, if this is to happen, I see the Lakers winning the West. And that is if Portland buys out Drew Holiday's contract and the Lakers pick him up like they're insinuating they're trying to do. Because, once again, Drew Holiday and Marcus Smart is that defensive perimeter, and they give you offense. You know what I'm saying? They're going to play within the system. They can shoot pretty much anywhere on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So I think with that addition, if everybody stays healthy, the Lakers come out the West.
I'm going to say this.
But only if that happens.
I think we'll have a better chance at that because I think Marcus Smart fully understands that. And not Marcus Smart, but Drew Holiday fully understands that the Celtics.
That's what I meant if I said Marcus Smart.
With the Celtics. With Drew Holiday is that the only reason we did get rid of him was purely for money. It had nothing to do with him not wanting to be.
But you need him now.
You know, so we can need him now and get him back. So I would like that. So okay, let's go back to other teams. Yeah. So we got 3 teams. So we got OKC, and I say Houston, and Dallas. So what about at their present place right now, the Knicks? I will say the Knicks would be better than the Lakers.
No, hell no. In the 7-game series, the Knicks couldn't beat the Lakers with the Lakers last year team.
I think they could.
Hell no.
I don't really, I'm a Knicks hater because I'm a Celtics fan, but I'm gonna give them a little bit of props because I know they can score as well. Who can start? Who can stop? You know what I mean? Because with y'all.
They ain't got enough.
Y'all have to find offense though. That's the see. They know where their offense coming from. Is that can they get the offense from those people like little short light skinned boy and Pussycat? So you know who they want to be that guy. It's just if they're gonna be that guy.
Is that? No, I'm not gonna even talk on it.
So you know what I'm saying. In other NBA news, we have a offer on the table from the Sacramento Kings. They offered Johnny Kuminga a 3-year, $63 million contract as a part of a potential sign and trade deal that would send Malik Monk and a lottery-protected 2030 first-round pick to the Golden State Warriors. Golden State reportedly wants the first-round pick to be unprotected. However, that's which resulted in stalemate, so they kind of stopped. So is that a momentous move that moves the needle? I think it helps the hell out of Golden State because Malik Monk can score. That can be that guy that they didn't have coming off the bench because he's been a traditional bench player, 6-man. So you get him coming off the bench, you got a little more punch. So I think that would definitely help them and also get a unhappy Kuminga out of the locker room, which I already played it simple that he out of there. So, we'll see on that. Knicks signing Mikal Bridges to a 4-year extension worth $150 million.
That's right.
The new deal, which includes a trade kicker, which prevents Bridges from becoming an unrestricted free agent next summer. However, he'll be able to test the free agency in 2029. Going on to what, like I said, with the Knicks, I think because they were able to do what we did last season, but we weren't able to finish it. They were able to retain basically everything they had to kind of do on another run, try it again.
I still don't think they have enough offense.
I don't think they have enough defense.
No, the defense is what they do. They play defense. It's just the fact of the matter that if you go against a team that has a good guard, Brunson is a liability. I don't give a damn what you say about him. Yes, he's tough. Yes, he can be a threat offensively, but just be real, man. When you force a person to play both sides of the floor and they are short, it's gonna wear and tear on them. Man.
No doubt.
Like You know what I'm saying? That's why one, he's a liability. Big Cat, he's a liability because he doesn't play defense.
That's why I said. That's why I said I think they can score. That's why I said I don't think they have a problem with that.
Mikal Bridges, no, but see, my thing is this: they don't score when they need it. That's why they have the problems that they have against Cleveland. Y'all, yes, they have the names, but everybody on the team is streaky. Big Cat, yeah, everybody know what's gonna happen come playoffs. That's why he's called a big cat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know he like I said, he's not, like I said, no ferocious tiger or no shit. No. We already know that. But
Mikal Bridges is streaky.
Yeah, he didn't look worth a shit this year. You know what I mean? So I don't know how you know what I'm saying.
Like, if you think about it, what the fuck? I mean,
now, like I said, they can. Like I said, the reason why I say they defensive deficient is because if you notice it, even with the Indiana series, you saw they were up 15, 20 points, plenty of games, but what? They can't play once they big dogs go to the floor, go to the bench, it's a wrap. Mm-hmm. So they kind of get stalemate, offense gets stagnant, just like how we did, just a lot of, you know what I'm saying, long, early in the shot clock threes. One thing that they do well is rebound. Right. So that keeps them in the game. They were Mitchell Robinson getting 7, 8 offensive rebounds a game, 2-3 a quarter. So it definitely keeps you in possessions. So it kind of, will hide some of your deficiencies offensively when you get second and third chances and stuff like that. But, they got it. Look, they got an easy road this year because you got Boston who's down, Indiana who's down, Milwaukee who's down.
Not necessarily because
who else in the East? In the East, we just talking about the East. The West, we know that's Wild West. But outside of the Knicks,
but see, we still don't know what
Cleveland.
We don't know what Milwaukee's gonna do though. We don't know what Greek Freak, let's say that, what he's gonna do, because he might leave and go somewhere, and then next thing you know is between Cleveland, New York, and Philly.
Think about this, bro.
And if it's between Philly, all we gotta do is just say Paul George and
we can't forget
Embiid.
Orlando still and Detroit.
Yeah, they competitive.
You know what I mean? Playoff teams and they competitive. They were young.
If Joel Embiid stays healthy along with Paul George.
Paul George already hurt now.
I know that, but I'm just saying they have enough where Paul George can get himself together, if the rookie continues to play the way he's playing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a healthy Embiid. Like, they shut him down on early on purpose for a reason. So, I mean, the window is there for Philadelphia. The only somebody they have to worry about really is Cleveland, and we already know they're going to shoot themselves.
Yeah, I just don't. Donovan.
No, Indiana.
Indiana's out. You know what? You had to worry about them because Halliburton out.
Everybody but
Miles Turner gone.
Oh, Miles left.
That's who hit Milwaukee. That's how they got Dame out of there. They let Dame go to get him. To try to keep him, so that's why I said Indiana out of there because Halliburton not playing this year.
So
period.
They don't have any guards.
You know what I mean? That still got damn, I can't think his name. Shit. What's the white boy name, man? Coddington.
Oh, Covington.
Coddington. I think that's his name. Let me see, Milwaukee.
No. Anyway, I still see Philly. I still see it being between Philadelphia and Cleveland.
Yeah, they had Gary Trent. They got your boy, Mark Sears.
He ain't finna do nothing.
Yeah, Cole. Yeah, they got some deal. I'm saying that's who went on.
I don't see him. I see him. I don't even see Sears playing that much.
Shit.
I mean, he can shoot, but he's a lot.
The way they roster look, shit, he might have to, goddamn, because they ain't got no whole bunch of shit on there. Yeah. You see me when I start talking guards, you saw that conversation ended real quick, my guy.
Right.
On to the more basketball news late. Mr. Gilbert, Agent Zero, my boy. What the fuck? Okay. So we got Gilbert Arenas and 5 others are charged over illegal poker games, including a suspected member of an organized crime group. Charged with conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business. Arenas is also charged with making false statement to federal investigators. Arenas was released on $50,000 bond, pleading guilty. Trial is set for September the 23rd. Now, with what everything I'm saying is alleged, so I don't know shit, actually. But what I've heard was like he was renting the crib to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So if you rent the crib, so let's say I rent this crib. So you know it's a big ass crib if you play football. You know what I'm saying? So you got to rent that shit to somebody who paying you in a substantial amount. Because some of them houses, when you rent them, be $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month. So they saying that, well, it's saying that he knew about it and basically was getting a cut. So like, depends on how you break it down. Sometimes they'll break it down like they'll take a percentage of their pot total. So all the money that was took in that night, right? So they'll say if you took in $800,000, he'll want, if you go 10%, you get $80,000. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. So how it was broke down. So they're saying he was getting a part of that, man. So now my problem is Gilbert Arenas. Now, truth be told, bro, your career ended a long time ago. But you ended off with, I think, right with your biggest contract was like a little over $100-something million. So you made some bread. Y'all got to be doing pretty good over there with the goddamn podcast. Myself, you know what I'm saying, and shit. You ain't been in no damn marriage shit where you had to give up no money. So why everybody so stuck on gambling right now, bro? Oh, it's like so many players getting stuck in gambling shit.
Yeah. But the only thing about it is, like, with him, yeah, he might have went to jail, but the thing about it is I'm quite sure they didn't hold him. He bonded out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they bonded out on $50,000. You know, it wasn't no hold or nothing like that.
So he probably just gonna pay a fine, like probation type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no biggie, like, but going on what you saying, these other people that are still playing whatever sport that they're playing and still trying to gamble, man, look here, be smart enough to at least have somebody you can trust to put the numbers in their name. You know what I'm saying? So
no, they doing that. See they doing this, but see what's messing them up, bro, is they betting on themselves. See, that's the problem. Like I don't know if you know, I don't know if you heard, but it's a bunch of it going on in baseball. You heard about that? The two pitchers that were doing it because people.
I mean, Ohtani was doing it. He just got away with it because his trainer did it and took the fall. He played like he didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
What he was doing?
Gambling.
On himself?
He was gambling on everything.
Oh,
the trainer was, not his trainer, I'm sorry. The translator.
Okay.
The translator guy was doing it.
Okay.
And he was over his money and all that, so he would take. Ohtani would tell him, go bet on whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I think you can bet like on other stuff, like, but just not baseball. So like these guys were doing the ultimate shit, like
some of these guys betting on baseball.
No, see, these guys were betting on themselves in baseball. So like pitchers, like I haven't bet baseball in a long time, so they may have it now where you can bet what the first pitch is gonna be, whether it's gonna be a ball or a strike, and a lot of people bet that. You know what I'm saying? And he was betting, of course, ball. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, they were showing the instances, man. When I mean to tell you this, they showing video and clips to go along with his bets. Man, I'm talking about, bro, that boy was throwing the ball down in the seats. He wasn't even making it look close.
So you can get that money.
So, and I'm like, you making millions of dollars to playing baseball, bro. Baseball is the biggest check out there. Nobody else getting paid like baseball players.
A lot of folk that's doing that though, because at the end of the day, referees are getting bought. You know what I'm saying? Like that's already been known. Because that was, I don't think that's AI, but it's been said that the NFL fired 3 referees for taking bribes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, the money is being passed around. So that's just certain shit that we just have to look out for. You know what I'm saying? And the integrity of the game itself, whatever game that it is just getting tainted. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to fuck the game up eventually.
Well, that came.
And that's all game.
But, yeah, that's also all came once the NFL and all the other sports adapted and accepted the betting. Because remember, at first you couldn't, bet. They didn't want you to bet. They didn't want to have nothing to do with it. So now, here the NFL got a bet shop. ESPN got their own book. You know what I mean? So everybody got a deal, got a book now because that's where money at. So I think that'll always be that because they're saying.
I just wish it was a way that the players couldn't find out what the lines were. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thing, because, like, it'll make it more exciting and more appealing, because it's like now that they know, you know what I'm saying, just like what you were saying on what the first pitch going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many yards you think Saquon going to get? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain shit, you know what I'm saying, these guys know, and you putting out there, you know what I'm saying, oh, yeah, he ain't going to get about 75, 85 yards over or under.
Shit, you gonna take the over on that every day.
You gonna take the over on it, but you know what I'm saying. But
shit,
we might not know.
Day.
We might not know that he dealing with an ankle injury.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But see, the thing is with the ankle injury that you know, see, you will know that because that's required.
Well,
I
know you're supposed to tell it, but if
they'll find your NFL, to take wins off your ass by finding that shit.
If they find out, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like. The nigga might have hurt his hand because the helmet might have hit it and bruised it.
Oh, that still ain't
So
going.
the thing about it
his legs ain't going.
No, but they ask a question. Will he fumble? And you be like, under, because this nigga don't never fumble.
I ain't gonna lie.
But he fuck around and do. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain shit.
He a concussion protocol for me to take his shit. Fuck that. I'm taking the over broke hand with that motherfucker over. Shit. Fuck all that. Shit.
Let's move on.
Well, what you got, man? I know you said you got that
SummerSlam.
So
WWE.
did you watch it?
Yes, sir. I did watch both nights.
Now, okay, I'm in it now. I will say this is what I did see. I did see when who was that? Somebody won a title. And somebody cashed in.
CM Punk.
Nah, I saw that.
CM Punk beat.
Yeah.
Who was that guy?
I did see that part.
The Ring General. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that.
He beat him in a good match. And, you know, after getting his ass pretty much whipped the whole fight and winning at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Tied. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw he was kind of laying, sitting out in the ring.
Yeah.
Kind of soaking it in.
Yeah, because that's his first championship in like 13, 14 years, especially, you know,
pay-per-view and
WWE.
Right, because he was what, AEW, ECW or something like that?
I think it was
AEW. All Access, All Access Wrestling or something like that?
All Elite.
All Elite, okay. Okay.
But, you know, Seth Rollins, didn't nobody think he would have cashed in this soon because it was said that he hurt his knee, like twisted his knee, gonna be out for a couple of months. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But it was a lie the whole time. He came out there, took the knee brace off, ran down there, started beating him down with the suit, with the briefcase. Then gave
I saw that. Yeah, I did see that part because it mimicked. Was that predictable, kind of? Because that kind of what happened with what's the lady? All Girls.
Oh, you talking about?
She did the same thing.
Yeah, but no.
And my brother Don asked me about that. He was like, "Man, do you think that was predictable based on what we saw?"
I don't think it was predictable due to the fact that, like I said, the difference was. Everybody thought Seth Rollins was hurt, and they give you up to a year to cash in.
Right.
They give you, so it's like any given point you can cash in. But yeah, I already knew Naomi was gonna cash in on the last pay-per-view. But yeah, this was. I mean, I'm a big Jacob Fatu fan. He lost to Solo. He got robbed. He got cheated. But that was to be expected. Now what I didn't expect Cody Rhodes to beat John Cena. I did not expect that.
I did, though.
And I also didn't expect, the reason why I didn't expect it is because at the end of the day, I'm thinking more or less in my head that John Cena is on this heel trip of playing the bad guy.
But you know, this is final. Yeah, this little final thing.
He turned because Cody called him out and was like, look, man, I want the old John Cena. I want the Cena that's the most popular. I want the hustle or respect, you know what I'm saying? So he lost to him. It was a great match. John Cena gave him his props. He gave him dap, gave him the belt, gave him a hug, gave him words of encouragement in his ear to the point where, you know, he was holding back tears talking about Cody. But the thing that I wasn't expecting was the Beast, Brock Lesnar, coming back.
Man, I'm so sick of his ass coming back. He come back to wrestling every 10 years. It's like Brock Lesnar been wrestling since he was 16 or some shit.
Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, they won.
They back friends? They back together cool now?
Yeah, they
okay, see, last
that's
time
the whole thing. Like, it's a story that's supposedly coming together where the original bloodline is gonna get back together.
Like the brothers, him.
And when they get back,
who was
together,
the other? It was 4 of them, right? Or was it just 3?
No, it was 4 of them.
Who was the 4?
Roman Reigns,
the 2 brothers,
the 2
twins,
Usos, and then they brought in Sami Zayn.
Okay.
But it's said that they're fixing to have a civil war, and it's gonna be more or less like, I don't know if this is about to happen anytime soon, but it's speculated that both the Usos are going to join Roman Reigns, but at the same time, they're going to bring in their cousin, Jacob Fatu, which is like the hottest wrestler in wrestling right now.
Did he lose or did he win?
He lost.
He lost.
But he lost because he got cheated. It was like 4 against 1. Jimmy came out to help him, Jimmy Uso. He came out to help him, but once again, the numbers game it was actually 4-on-2. So
let me ask you this. I've been watching a little bit of it. I'm gonna ask you this. A little bit of history with it.
Mm-hmm.
If you could take a GOAT, and when I mean GOAT of wrestling, and it's from as far as you can think back of wrestling to right now, who would you say would be your GOAT and who you felt like did the most for wrestling in a whole?
Oh my God. See, the thing about it is you gotta look at it like this. It's different eras to
I'm talking about the
wrestling.
We can go all the way back.
But it's kinda like basketball though, because see, the thing about it is when you go back so far, you got pioneers that started it, like Bruno Sammartinez.
See, those guys,
those the black and white dudes that are like the foundation,
right? Like 4 Horsemen, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Well, no, that was even before them.
Like the Arn Andersons and all the way back into the Iron Sheiks and all the way back, all the way back.
But see, even still though,
Bullet Armstrong,
them still different eras.
Well, how far you going? I'm going back to the late 70s, early 80s.
But that's my point. Like,
that's when it was.
That's what I'm saying. It's different eras. Like, you know, the 70s.
70s was kind of like when you started because you don't really even got much tape of those.
Ooh,
you know, it's not. You know, it's like it wasn't a lot.
That's
because
when you want to start.
You know, if you start wrestling, I'm like I'll start when I was.
But
talking
Bruno
about
Sammartinez was like in the 50s.
See, I'm not even gonna go with those because those guys. Those are the originators, so that's why I wouldn't even go back to like start like talking about Bot Star and all those cats even with football. I want to talk about you because there's no way you could have done as much.
That's why I'm saying. So where you want to start? Because either way,
I'm speaking from like if you want to start from 1990, from the 90s to right now.
But that's still different eras.
All of it still wrestling though.
Yeah, but it's
and all of it based off of the same.
But see, it's different.
What do you mean different eras? I know you're talking about like the Attitude Era and all that, but it's still the same product.
It's the same product, but the thing about it is you have wrestlers have evolved. So they have, you know, back in the day how they have been. They were real big, but they were all power, just power. Now you have wrestlers that are actually doing power moves, but actually coming off the top rope.
Now, come on now, bro. Now you
know
can't sit here and
like
say that.
Jumping actually over all 3 of the ropes, doing flips.
Bro, you forgot about the Hardy Boys?
On the outside. The Hardy Boys aren't big, G. I'm talking about wrestlers that are big, like 7 foot, supposedly 7 foot tall, like The Undertaker and Kane. You don't see them actually jumping off the actual turnbuckle onto the announce table.
Ain't too many people out there, Big Show out there jumping off or nothing like that. Who up there 7 feet doing it?
The Big Show did it.
I'm just saying who else up there now that's 7 feet, period.
That's doing stuff like that now.
Get 7 feet.
The new guy right now that's with the new bloodline. He's like 7 foot tall. Jacob Fatu is like 6'10", 6'11", and they got him at 350. I mean, I'm just saying, like, wrestling has evolved, so it's kind of hard to dictate.
Evolved? I think a lot of it the same. Like, I would put The Rock like next to like how the same kind of vibe that you got with Roman Reigns. The same kind of vibe. It's the same kind of only thing kind of different is that The Rock stood alone. You know what I'm saying?
It's different due to the fact that The Rock is great when it comes to commentary, when it comes to like getting on the mic and talking. He was a good wrestler, but Roman Reigns is considered a better wrestler. All because he had the belt longer than just about anybody.
Because there wasn't nobody else left. He was the transition from all those guys.
No, he ain't. He ain't no trend. Don't do
Bruh,
that.
Roman Reigns was the transition from the Attitude Era away from the excuse me, let me because I'm trying to read my. Let me finish it. Let me just get my point out. He was I feel like he was the transition from coming away from the John Cena, when you coming away from the Steve Austin, when you coming away from the Rock, when you come from all those wrestlers who led and because if you give me the GOAT of wrestling,
but that's my point though. You can't just say him because you got other wrestlers that came out with him that have made just as much of an impact in wrestling as Roman Reigns.
But not as long. Roman Reigns been there for 10 years. There's nobody else in there that's been a decade.
That's what I'm telling you. You saying
I'm asking you. Who else been there for a decade as big as him?
You need to ask me. You told me.
I can tell you that.
You told me in the statement like you knew. No,
yes.
It's a lot. No, you don't because it's a lot.
Tell me one.
Hell, the guy that just turned in the briefcase last night.
Who?
He came into wrestling with Roman Reigns and won the championship more. He just hasn't had it as long as Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns had the belt like 2 years. Never gave it up, never lost it. You know what I'm saying? But Seth Rollins has won it like 10 times or so. You feel me? Like he's done won it a lot. You feel me? And it's a lot of other wrestlers I can name. You feel me? Like it's a lot of wrestlers that came in with Roman Reigns, G, that are making an impact. That's all I'm saying. Like, no, it just depends on the era. But if you asking me just 80s to 90s, I would have to say Ric Flair because I like Ric Flair more than Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? So, going on that. But even still, though, it's hard for me to say that because you had other wrestlers in their prime like Stone Cold and The Rock, you know what I'm saying, Triple H. Like, it was a lot of them, even a lot of them in WCW, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still had the Four Horsemen, you had Sting in his prime, Rick and Scott Steiner.
But you got to look at it. A lot of those wrestlers that you're saying, those guys had their prime. A lot of them when WCW was WCW, when they were still doing the bidding war or like the ratings war with WWE before WWE bought them out. So, you know, that's why a lot of people really didn't get Ric Flair till later if you didn't watch WCW. Everybody didn't watch WCW, even though they were winning for a little while.
But
a lot of people did.
Wrestling fan,
you watched everything. So I watched them all. So I watched all the wrestling for years.
If you knew anything about wrestling, Ric Flair was just as big as Hulk Hogan.
Bro, I'm going to just say this.
Ric Flair was. Ric Flair's
my dog. Ric Flair, bro, we going to.
Now, I understand what you're saying about Hulk Hogan in the movies, the TV shows, and all that. I'm just talking about shit wrestling.
Right. Remember, when Ric Flair was in his prime, watch wrestling nationally syndicated. But you were still watching George South.
Ric Flair was in his prime when you said in the 80s and the 90s.
And nationally, they didn't get started nationally syndicated until the early and late 90s because they were still doing Georgia promotions. They were doing Southeastern promotions.
But they were still right. But see, that's the thing.
Because I watched a documentary, a little video, they said when WWE first tried to get on TBS, it was 1992. And they took off. It was a Georgia wrestling syndicate that was usually what was supposed to be on there. They bought the syndicate out, took the spot. The ratings went down because it was a Georgia wrestling based out of Georgia.
Keep in mind though, D, at the end of the day, they still travel from state to state, so people still know about them. You dig what I'm saying? Like that's just what they do on the syndicate. They travel, even if it's just to a small town and they go to the convention center or You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that ain't got no civic center, so they still knew about him, dog. Like I'm serious. Like Ric Flair was the shit. Like before he slammed Andre the Giant, he just blew up because you right now. WWE was WWF as it was at the time was a bigger market than WCW or the TNA. That's what it was.
True.
But like I said, I was a wrestling fan. Like I still am. I remember Bullet Bob Armstrong, Junkyard Dog, Ric Flair, Midnight Express. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember all the old wrestlers in the WWF as well. But like that's why I say it's kind of hard. Like because you know how it's different eras of basketball. You have different eras really of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say it's kind of hard to tell because a lot of people would say The Rock was the best in the Attitude Era when it comes to WWF. But me personally, out of the Attitude Era, I think the Undertaker. Stone Cold was the best.
Well,
so
Stone
Cold, hey,
y'all let us know.
Yeah.
I say my GOAT would be. I wouldn't say it as a GOAT. I'll say the one I feel like outside of Hulk Hogan. I feel like Hulk Hogan saved wrestling from whatever it was. But I think at the end of it, when it was, I'll put my GOAT as like.
I just can't give it.
I'll give it to Stone Cold.
I can't give it all to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. So, but y'all let us know. Y'all jump down in there. Y'all let us know, man. So we'll jump on over to these
NFL.
Where in Dallas, what can go wrong will go wrong, and Cowboys are gonna do Cowboy things. We have Micah Parsons that has requested a trade from the Dallas Cowboys.
And we all know that this might be just a ploy just to get attention, just to show how bad that they run their business so he can get his money. But I was watching First Take and Get Up this morning, and they made some very, very valid points. And I was already thinking in this manner, but to be honest, I was trying to keep an open mind about it due to the fact that I am an Eagles fanatic, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to just be coming at it as a, just hating on Dallas type situation. But it does seem as if though there's some animosity there between the two parties.
Oh, no doubt. I can tell you that.
Michael Parsons is going on numbers. When he is on the field, Michael Parsons is the best DN, outside linebacker, whatever you want to call it, whatever his position actually is in the NFL, going on numbers. Like, I understand Hendricks' son led all DNs in sacks last year, but in all fairness, Michael Parsons was hurt for like 4 games, I think it was, last season. But I think that in all fairness, Michael Parsons is the best at his position, but at the same time, the best player on the Dallas Cowgirls football team. So why they haven't even tried to negotiate anything with his agent, I think that in itself is pure disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the man said that he was trying to start business last season.
No, they actually talked.
Before it got to this point.
Yeah, they talked. They had to see what it was. What the report says now is that Jerry Jones actually did try to do some kind of negotiations with Michael Parsons, but without the agent.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
because he doesn't like working with agents.
Yeah, because he want to try to get over on the player. You know what I mean? He want to pay you because the player don't know all the ins and outs and how contracts supposed to be. Of course, the agent will. You know what I mean? Because he got high time. I think that's C.J. Stroud, agent, a couple more big name players. So this ain't his first rodeo. So, and come to find out that after the agent came involved, like, hey, now you need to talk to him. Okay, I see we having good talks. All right, go ahead and get with him, and y'all go ahead and finish this out. And all right, I'm over here. That's when everything went left. See, I think it's pure animosity because of how he's handling Micah Parsons. How he's all in the media talking about how I'm not gonna play somebody when they could possibly be out. Fuck, that's fucking NFL.
But see, that's
what I'm saying. But he didn't do that shit to goddamn Tony Romo.
But see, the thing about it is this. That's going back to what they were saying on Get Up and First Take this morning. And I think it was Dan Orlovsky and play with Pittsburgh still.
Ryan
Clark. They were pretty much saying that they feel there's animosity there due to the fact of maybe how Michael Parsons handles certain things on the podcast about kind of dictating and criticizing, the Cowboys and some of the moves that they have been making in the offseason as well as draft.
Yeah, Jerry Jones don't want to hear nobody voice that's louder than he is.
And that's the thing. Michael Parsons has been actually voicing his opinion, and I think it was on a podcast, and I think it was on I think both of them were podcasts, but it was more or less him tripping off on how everybody in the division and in the NFL, or not NFL, but the NFC, is pretty much getting what they need.
What you mean? Players getting paid? Everybody in his draft class, everybody that was in his draft class that's notable for extensions have all been extended. He's the only one that hadn't been. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the big deal.
Now the question is, where do you see him going? Because it's fixing to get to a point where they're going to have to trade him, because if, just say for instance, Michael Parsons got his money together and he say, you know what, fuck y'all, and I'm gonna sit down this year.
He's still making a little over $8 million this year.
Now, if he sit down this season, next season he walk and go where he want, because he'll be a free agent, right? Because this is the last year on his contract.
I want to say yes.
So technically, you know what I'm saying, the word is like, it's probably best to go on and trade him and start over, because technically, like, from my understanding, the Eagles have already thrown out there, we'll give you Nolan Smith and 2 first-round draft picks right now.
But see, the thing is, with y'all first-round draft pick, it ain't going to be worth a shit because you're going to be good. The first-round draft going to be in the fucking 20s and 30s, so what am I actually getting for that? You know what I'm saying? You got to be banking everything on the boy. Because that picks ain't just hoping to get lucky with that shit.
Yeah, but the thing about it is you still going to have 2 picks in 1 round.
Then think about it. Dallas going to give up a player they were lucky to get. Only reason they got lucky is I think he got hurt or something why he can Mike Parsons. That's why he dropped in the draft. Yeah. He wasn't even supposed to be there when he went. When he went, he was supposed to already been gone. You know what I'm saying? So they actually got lucky to actually get him. And they could have signed him last year, but you got to understand, this is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has done this with every last one of his players, from Dak Prescott to Zeke, Dez Bryant. He's done all that. The only thing he has not done, what he's doing to this boy, he is publicly ridiculing and talking bad about him to the fucking media. Mm-hmm. Now, if it was me, I'm telling you, Michael Parsons, stand strong on him and get the fuck out of Dallas, because you will never be bigger than that boy or the star, and you're starting to get there. Then you align yourself with somebody true enough that y'all all in the same state, but you align yourself truly with another quarterback that's not on your team. So, you don't, then his star players don't talk to him like that. Dak don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Not like how what you may think what quarterback owners are with the star. Because you look at it, and maybe I'm wrong. You say you'll always be taken care of, right? When you're a Dallas player. The only players, who are the players you see right now that's getting taken care of that play for Dallas?
Nobody but the ex-players.
3 of them. I don't know, but 3 of them, and all of them look the same way. Tony Romo, Darryl Johnston, and Troy Aikman.
No, you take care of Emmett and Michael Irvin now.
What Michael Irvin working at?
Well, he ain't got to work, but Michael Irvin is always up under Jerry Jones. Always.
Yeah, because he's a you can always go to the stadium, stand next to him, but taking care of him as far as with you always being to have a general way to make money outside of that. Because I'm talking about play. Because they always tell you that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like them guys have prominent positions on it with the NFL. They're your number one, number two.
But that might not have been because of him though. that might have been because of them. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, Troy Aikman wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. Because of these same things now. Jerry Jones been doing this shit for a long time. He paid certain folk,
Troy got paid.
No. At the end, Troy Aikman fell out with Jerry Jones. Look it up.
Yeah, that was over the coach.
He tried.
The coach.
He tried to pimp him and pay him less when he got that concussion, and he started getting them concussions. And he was like, "Wait a minute, man! Like, don't do me like that. I still got game in me. You know what I'm saying?" But he said he felt he got blackballed with the concussion stuff.
But that was just true though. But that back then, though, I think that was just true because those times was more barbaric. You didn't have the equipment type of equipment we have now. So I think he was
basically saying, "I'm one of the boys." You know
I see what you're saying,
and you weren't there for me. You know. It's kind of like what the Dodgers doing. The Dodgers got somebody on payroll so he can continue to be able to get his mental health treatments. He's an ex-baseball player.
Who?
I can't think of his name, but if you look it up.
Who you talking about?
You keep asking me who. I don't know. I say he played for the Dodgers.
Oh, it's a guy that you talking about.
He used to play for the Dodgers, and he had a mental breakdown.
Oh, okay.
Like he really is schizophrenic and something else, and he had to, be able to afford.
Yeah.
So that was the only way he could do it. So the Dodgers have kind of like put him on the roster where he can be able to keep insurance, but he's not getting the actual check. So he can continue to do his mental health.
Yeah, you use the insurance.
So
yeah.
I mean, D.
But I'm gonna just say this. I feel like he'll probably get paid. He'll have to get because he gonna have to pay him some absorbent amount now for all of that. So he'll still up getting paid. He'll bitch about it.
But the thing about it, the numbers don't lie. If he would have went on and paid him once again, if you would have went on and paid him from the jump instead of waiting to the last minute, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to pay him as much.
Oh yeah.
Y'all would have set the market because he's the best. Now you have to pay him more than what Bosa has gotten paid. And
Garrett.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because technically he's better than Garrett because he can do more.
And Watt.
J.J. Watt, yeah. I mean T.J. Watt.
T.J. Watt. Yeah. So, yeah.
So tell me something right quick before we go. What you been hearing about y'all in training camp, boss?
Ain't shit. We trash, which I love my spirit. But, man, we duke it, bro. Now, one thing I did see, they did drop they did drop a first roster with the Colts, and they did not name a starting quarterback, which I kind of expected that because I fully expect this to be, and that's why I ain't buy your damn jersey, boy.
Huh?
Anthony Richardson, I ain't figure you were going to last long. Because when they, after so long, you throwing the ball hitting the goddamn Jumbotron at damn.
He ain't got no bell?
No, bro. He ain't, man. I still don't understand on why. And I think y'all took him just off of what you thought his physical ability could attain later on. But, bro, this year 3. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like – and I done seen quarterbacks get taken earlier and in year 1 look good. This nigga look like Dookie. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you something.
And it is what it is, bro.
I saw a film online where they were –
throwing a pass and he threw that bitch across the middle.
No. I'm not talking about him.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Caleb Williams.
Oh, yeah.
I'm following NFL.
They say he Dookie too over there.
The little quarterback net, and they have it so many yards ahead, and you got to hit each square. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, he missed all of them, and then stormed off yelling like having a tirade. So it's like, bruh.
Yeah, they said there's been some waves going over at the Bears camp from him getting cussed out for saying that they couldn't get the play off the lines. There's too much confusion at the line.
And him and the coach bumping his because of him changing plays.
No, he said he can't get the play in. So like, coach called a play in, you can't get the play out. You know what I mean? It's too much.
That motherfucker.
So I don't know if he changed it. I just know they saying he can't get it out before they can get delay a games and stuff like that. Also, they said they got out on Luther Burton. They said he had to chew his ass out too. He the receiver over there. You know, the boy that played in Missouri. So he was out there having some confusion, not knowing where he was supposed to be at on the lineup. So all that could play tell new offense, new offensive coordinator, which is your head coach. So it's gonna be some growing pains on that. So you just gotta expect that. But you know, we'll see what it look like out of Bears camp. You know what I mean? Then you got go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna bring on. Go ahead. I want to what you gonna say. You say you had a question.
No, I was gonna ask you what you thought about the Hall of Fame game because I was me personally, you know, we were talking about it earlier, but like I said, I know that. Well, I knew that they were gonna take a step back because of me going through it myself.
Who, Detroit?
Yes, losing their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator. And then a lot of people wanted to brush it off and say, it's preseason, they didn't have their starters in. Yeah, but nobody had their starters in. You know what I'm saying? It was your second and third string versus their second and third string. Now, to be honest, the more you think about it, Detroit's second and third string, actually their second string more so than anything, should have been way more polished, in my opinion, because they actually played more last year than the Chargers' second and third stringers. See what I'm saying? Because they had no choice because of so many injuries that they had. Hell, at least 75% of Detroit team was busted up. So we know they got a lot of playing time.
So they look like shit.
So for them to get manhandled the way they did, because it's like, bro, like the game was over with at the end of the first quarter.
But go back to what I said last time.
Trey Lance looked like he was back at North Dakota State, bro.
And I've told you based on who was at the helm at the Chargers, I told you that's my second team outside of KC in the AFC.
Well, I ain't got no favor in Justin Fields, but when it comes to
what you mean Justin Fields? You talking about Justin Herbert?
Justin Herbert. I'm sorry. Justin Herbert. But going back to what you just said.
Yeah, I think he's just coaching.
Bro, I really think Bo Nix and the Broncos are going to be the ones competing in the AFC North.
Bro,
not North, but whatever it is. West.
I hate Bo Nix. Let me just tell you that.
Buffalo.
I hate Bo Nix because how he left us down there and, you know, whatever. But I'm going to have to see that. I've got a lot of people that's there because they got a good defense. You know, he did come on in the last 6, 7, 8 games of the season. So we'll see how it goes. You know, you got Peyton over there. So, you know, anything can happen. So, you know, we'll see. You know what I mean? So I still say my top teams, if I'm looking at it, I'm saying a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I still got to see if anybody, like as of now, because everything broke up with Detroit, I'm going to have to say y'all would be the best team in the NFC. I don't really see nothing else over there, right, like that.
Especially
the AFC Washington is like the West.
Dumbass don't pay.
Then you got, like we were just going to say, Terry McLaurin requesting the trade from the Commanders, which I feel like they're going to pay him because they literally cannot let him go. You know what I'm saying?
Like best receiver.
That's what I'm saying. They let their second best go over there to y'all. So
but
the
thing about it is, I think, once again, that's a situation like Michael Parsons' situation where he's like, wait a minute, I was here grinding when
I was
weren't nothing.
Yeah. When
and now you don't want to pay me?
Yeah.
So, like, I saw a quote where he was quoted for saying that if there was any kind of way, like, trade me to a team like the Eagles and I would take less money, I just want to be on a team where I know I can compete for a ring.
See, the thing is, he'll never make it over there to y'all.
Well, I'm just saying he was just using us for an example. Like, do me
if
like
he
you
looking
did.
for something, like if I was to tell you, if he was looking for somebody who I feel like he could make a contender, bro, I would tell him. Of course, you know my first gonna go over to the man I know gonna give him the ball. You can go to Kansas City, you can go to Buffalo.
Yeah, because they need a receiver.
You know what I'm saying? You can go to Houston. You know what I mean? You can go places. You know what I'm saying? See with y'all. See, it's gonna see if he was to go. It's not somebody gonna have to leave because it ain't hardly enough balls for the two good the top receivers you got over there. It wouldn't be enough balls. Then you got Saquon. Shit, ain't no balls over there. And Jalen Hurts got to get some too. Shit, ain't no balls over there. So somebody had to come out. So you would have to, if you got rid of him, which that'll be a size difference. You had to give up at least AJ. Because that's your one. Because he's not going to go to a number 2. Terry McLaurin's a 1. He's a wide receiver 1. We all know that.
Did you not hear what I said, man?
So if you had to choose them, you take AJ over Terry McLaurin?
No.
I'm asking you that. You know what I'm saying? If you had the choice, would you take AJ over Terry McLaurin?
Yeah.
Ooh, man. I got you. Woo. Y'all let me know. Who would you take? A.J. Brown or Mr. 1,000 Yards? Terry McLaurin. Now, mind you not, this man doing this with nothing. I can't even tell you who the fuck was the quarterback in Washington before Jalen, that boy. Who was it? I couldn't fucking tell you. So I'm not saying A.J. Brown is bad. I think size and speed, he may be, of course, he'd be bigger and faster, but I think technical route running, making separation, I think I'm about to take Mr. Terry. Put in reverse, Terry. Put in reverse, Terry. So I don't know, bro. That's a good question, though. I love to see an answer on that one, though. That's a good question. So let's get to a little college football. What college? Now, I got a question for you and the rest of you motherfuckers in the college world. Why is everybody sleeping on former Gatorade Player of the Year, former Oklahoma Sooner quarterback, Jackson Arnold? This same quarterback played for Oklahoma, had a different offensive line combination in every game. In some games, he was down at least 4 of the 5 starters on the O-line. He lost 5 of his receivers to injury for even not majority or all of the fucking season. And he still be big, bad ass Bama. So now he has a fully staffed offensive line that's returning every starter. He has a top 10 receiving core at Auburn, the only receiving core in the country that has 2 top 10 receivers on it. In the offensive, the only, I will say that
you saying that?
They are the only team. No. You can go look at ESPN. Listen to what I'm
gotta look that up.
No, I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna show it to you.
You're gonna have to.
Auburn Tigers are the only.
I don't think they're the only.
Yes, they are. Listen to me. They are the only team to have 2 of the top 10 receivers in the country on their team.
I don't believe that, G.
Name me somebody else that got 2 top 10 receivers.
I think we do.
No, you don't. You
Bernard
ain't top 10. No, sir.
He might not have been last year, but
I'm
he
talking
definitely
about,
this year is.
I'm telling you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you. Okay. I'm going to give it to you.
You ain't the only two.
Bro.
You ain't the only one.
Bro, I'm finna tell you.
You're not the only one.
Bro,
I just say that. I might
you
be
this,
wrong
bro.
about Bama.
When I tell you this, you going to trip, bro. I think I showed you this, bro.
No, you ain't showed me that.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Bro, I promise you I sent you this, bro. Yes, bro. I'm not telling you no lie. The 2 top 10 receivers that they got is Cam Coleman, because they got Cam Coleman at 7 and they got Eric Singleton at 3. Nobody else has 2 top 10s. Nobody. I want you to task yourself. I'm telling you that. Nobody, and this in the country. I ain't talking about in the SEC. This in the country. Because, your number 1 receiver in the country, of course, is boy Smith from Ohio State. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then your boy is number 2. I think he's number 2 or 3.
So you mean Bernard ain't ranked?
No.
Look, Google that.
No.
Top 10 receiver.
All right, here we go right here. I'm finna get to you right here. All right, here we go. Number 1, Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith. Okay. Number 2, Ryan Williams, Alabama. 3, Arizona State, Jordan Tyson. 4, Clemson, Antonio Williams. 5, Eric Singleton, Auburn. 6, Cam Coleman, Auburn. 7, USC. 8, Indiana. 9, Washington. 10, another Ohio State. Then they'll say they got 2 now. If they put the boy Cardell Tate, number 17, they put him in the top 10. They'll have 2 because they'll have 1 and 10. So that's what I'm telling you. That receiving core. This is it. This is the year. I don't know how y'all. I think y'all are good. I think y'all are elite on the way of trying to be, because you don't know what your offense is gonna be. You got a lot of returning defense over there, Alabama. So I will say you should be A-OK on defense. Of course, you got some stars. You got Lawson back. What's the other guy? Big ups to my big dog, Big Tim Keenan out of Birmingham Rams. Big, he's 96. Why you the coach? Why you fight? But I think y'all good, bro. I just think your question is at quarterback. You know what I'm saying? To see what what Simpson's actually going to be. We know what Ryan Williams going to be. We know what Jam go. What's that Jam? Is Jam?
Jam.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Jam Miller.
Right. So I know what he going. You know what you kind of got.
Yeah, but see the thing about it is when it comes to me, like I'm not sold on the D coordinator and what he was trying to do last year because we couldn't stop the run. That's not Alabama football, and we've been suspect against the pass since everyone has actually went to this spread. So I'm not really I got to see more out of my D coordinator. I know we had the players. I don't have faith in the actual system. One, when it comes to defense. Offensively, even when we had the great Nick Saban, we weren't running the ball like Alabama is known for running. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And with this West Coast offense, I feel that he has, looking at the recruiting aspect, he's been getting a lot of 4 and 5 star wide receivers to come, whether it's transfer or in recruiting.
Right.
So I think it has flipped. We're going to get more talented wide receivers, and we're getting good running backs, not just great standout dogs. And I'm thinking that's more or less because we are trying to evolve into a team that's going to throw the ball 60 times and only run it 40 instead of running it 40 and passing it. You understand what I'm saying?
I just think the NIL has, definitely affected, stacking rosters wherever you could, especially with the transfer portal, mixture of transfer portal and NIL, because it's based on the dollar.
You got to be able to have that money.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but it's more than just money, in my opinion. You got to be able to pay these cats because their thing is, I'm getting the money, but I also want to play. So, you might
Eli
keep
sat on the bench for 2 years and got paid.
Yeah, but you got to look at Eli. The way he was raised, he has a different mindset. You feel me?
I feel that.
And ain't no telling what Sarkisian told him.
Oh, he knew he was gonna be up there.
His family probably done told him, "Look, man, you already knew you were behind this boy. Just wait it out. You ain't got but one more year." You understand what I'm saying?
Look, it's a win-win for me. Think about it. You sat on the bench.
Money.
You sat on the bench. You stacked money. You didn't get hurt, and now you ain't got to do but show up for 1 year and out to the NFL. You cannot lose with that plan
at all.
You know what I'm saying?
And you got guap.
That's what I'm saying. You done made about $15 million. Can't miss it. But again, we have come to another end of an episode. And ladies and gentlemen, we definitely would love to know all of your input on each and every subject that we did. So let us know who is your team, claim your fame, who's your top 10, who is your GOAT in wrestling. Give us all the feedback. Let us know, because I want to know, because I want to see. I'm going to let you know how I feel about your pick. You let me know you feel about mine. You know what I'm saying? So, again, like, click, share, follow, notify, so you'll know when we about to do what we do. You got anything else before we get out of here, my boy?
Oh yeah, one more thing before we go. Big time Eagles fan. The season is about to start. We open up our first preseason game this Thursday night against the Cincinnati Bengals, and I want to say thank you to all the naysayers and the haters, the people of the NFL, the people that have something to do with Madden, the video game, everybody. Thank you for all the bulletin board material that y'all have given us, Jalen isn't a top 10 quarterback, saying certain things no, now one of my wide receivers are top 10, saying that my defense, which was number one, 85 to 90% of last season, You don't even have it ranked in the top 10.
But you know why though? Because
No,
they're
no,
not.
no,
You
no,
not.
no.
Remember I told
The
you they're not
nucleus-
gonna rank those rookies on defense that high to get that overall ranking.
It don't matter.
That's all it was.
It don't matter. Even the ranking of Jalen Carter, it's like simple stuff. Like ain't no way you can take up for the shit that's going on.
No, I told
it's
you
just
that.
blatant disrespect. But thank you, because like I say, if I know about it, I know my people know about it. So it's just more motivation for the back to back.
And also my team, as you see, Indianapolis Colts, we also opened up. We are the actual first preseason game to kick off this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I so brought it, did.
slide
I
that
told
shit
y'all
in
was
there.
glazing today. I told y'all was coming to here putting my shit on. Putting it on for my city.
Because you ain't going to win.
Blue team, yeah, that's me. Just like my boy say. But yeah, we actually the first team. We actually the first game. We play Baltimore at 6. Y'all kick off at 6:30. We will be televised. At least you can see us.
You can see me.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll be on
I'll be
NFL
watching me.
Network, 6 o'clock. Check it. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. But again, this comes to the end of another great episode. And like we say, man, we will see you guys on the other side. 100.
Peace.
Them boys, they cutting up.